Morning sunlight poured into the small house. A man woke up on his couch, groggy and confused. He heard someone in the kitchen. He turned around and froze completely. A woman stood there, hair slightly messy, wearing his white dress shirt, making coffee. She turned. She smiled. "You really don't remember last night, do you?" He stammered. "Wait, who are—" She set the coffee cup down slowly. "The woman whose car you saved and whose company owns your house." He stood motionless. His heart pounded. His daughter giggled from the hallway. The woman looked at him. Her eyes held secrets. "We need to talk. Before we find out who she is, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more stories about integrity and love." His name was Lucas Bennett, 36 years old, a former engineer, now a single dad doing freelance repair work, fixing broken pipes, rewiring old houses, whatever paid the bills. His daughter Mia was 7, bright eyes, a quick smile. She was his entire world. Life was hard. Money was tight. But Lucas taught her one thing. "We may be broke, Mia, but we don't break." She'd nod. She understood more than most kids her age. One night a storm hit. Rain hammered the streets. Thunder cracked the sky. And Lucas was driving home from a late job. His truck struggled through the flooding roads. Then he saw it. A luxury car wrapped around a tree. Smoke rising from the hood. Headlights flickering. He pulled over, ran through the rain. Inside the car was a woman, black suit, white shirt, expensive watch. Her face was pale, drained of color. The seatbelt had her trapped. She looked at him, eyes wide with fear. "Help, please!" Lucas didn't think. He smashed the window, cut the belt, pulled her out just as the engine sparked. Seconds later, flames erupted. The woman collapsed against him, shaking violently. "Thank you. I'm sorry. I can't breathe." Her breathing was shallow, panicked. The hospital was miles away. The storm had flooded half the roads. He made a decision. "My house is close. We need to get you warm." She nodded weakly. He drove fast. Careful. His small house appeared through the rain. Inside, he laid her on his bed, the only real bed in the house. He covered her with blankets, checked her breathing. She was unconscious but stable. Lucas grabbed a pillow, went to the couch. That would be his bed tonight. Around midnight, Mia woke up. She crept to the living room, saw her dad sitting up, watching the bedroom door. "Daddy, who's that lady?" "She's hurt, honey. She needed help." "Is she going to be okay?" "I think so. Go back to sleep." Mia hugged him. "You're a good person, Daddy." "I'm just doing what's right." Lightning flashed outside. It lit up the woman's face through the doorway. For a moment, Lucas saw something. Strength, power, authority. This wasn't just some random person. Who was she? Morning came slowly. The storm died down. Lucas made coffee, checked on the woman. She was still asleep. He looked at her expensive suit hanging to dry, the designer purse, the platinum watch on the nightstand. This woman had money, real money. But that didn't matter last night. She was just someone who needed help. He heard movement. She was waking up. Lucas stepped back. Let her have space. He went to the kitchen, started making breakfast for Mia. Then he heard footsteps. He turned and his world stopped. The woman stood in the doorway wearing his white dress shirt, the one he'd left on the chair. Her hair was loose, messy, but her eyes were sharp, awake, studying him. She smiled, small, controlled. "Good morning?" Lucas's face went red. You're wearing you left me in wet clothes. I found this. Hope you don't mind." Her voice was calm, confident, almost amused. Mia ran in. "Who are you?" she asked. The woman knelt down, eye level with Mia. "Just someone your dad saved." Lucas stood frozen. This woman in his shirt, in his kitchen, making herself at home. "I can call you a taxi," he said. His voice sounded stiff, awkward. "No need. My driver's outside." "Your driver?" She poured herself coffee, took a sip. "He's been there since 6 a.m. waiting." Lucas blinked. "You could have left hours ago." "I wanted to thank you properly." She set the cup down. "And return this." She gestured to the shirt, but she didn't move to take it off. She just smiled, testing him. Mia giggled. Lucas shot her a look. Mia, go get ready for school. But Daddy, now please. Mia pouted but obeyed. She disappeared into her room. The woman watched the exchange. She's adorable. How old? 7. You raise her alone? That's not really your business. She raised an eyebrow. Fair enough. An uncomfortable silence filled the room. Lucas grabbed a towel, started wiping down the counter, anything to avoid looking at her. Then she reached into her purse, pulled out a wallet, thick, expensive leather. She placed a stack of cash on the table. Hundreds, at least $2,000. This should cover last night. Lucas stared at the money, then at her. What for? Helping me. For the bed, the clothes, everything. His jaw tightened. I didn't do it for money. She shrugged. Then consider it for laundry service. That shirt probably needs dry cleaning now. Something snapped inside him. Lucas grabbed the money, shoved it back toward her. Take it back. I don't need your money. Her expression didn't change. Cool. Collected. Most men would have taken it. I'm not most men. She tilted her head, studied him like he was a puzzle. No, you're not. She picked up the money slowly, folded it, put it away. My mistake. I thought I was being generous. Generous? Lucas laughed, bitter. You think throwing cash around makes you generous? You have no idea what generous means. Enlighten me. Generous is helping someone because it's right, not because you owe them, not because you can afford it, just because they need it. She stood there silent. For the first time, she looked uncomfortable. I see. Do you? Lucas turned away. Because from where I'm standing, you just tried to turn a decent act into a transaction. The air between them grew heavy, tense. Finally, she spoke, quieter now. You're right. I apologize. He didn't respond. She walked toward the door, stopped, looked back. What's your name? Lucas. Lucas Bennett. Lucas Bennett. She repeated it slowly. I won't forget it. Then she left. The door closed softly behind her. Mia emerged from her room, backpack on. Is she your girlfriend now? No, honey. She's complicated. I think she likes you. Yeah, he smiled. What makes you say that? Because she looks at you the way you look at pancakes. Lucas burst out laughing. Like I want to eat her? Like she makes you happy. He picked her up, spun her around. You're too smart for your own good. That afternoon, Lucas picked Mia up from school. They stopped at a small grocery store. He counted his money carefully. Enough for rice, eggs, some vegetables, maybe a treat for Mia if he stretched it. At home, he turned on the TV while cooking. The news played in the background. Then he heard it. Breaking news. CEO Isabella Sterling, survivor of last night's car crash, returned to work today. Sources say a local resident pulled her from the burning vehicle just in time. Lucas froze. He looked at the screen. There she was. The woman from this morning wearing a sharp business suit standing in front of a massive corporate building. The logo behind her read, Sterling Global. The reporter continued. Ms. Sterling refused to name her rescuer, but she did say this. The screen cut to Isabella. Microphones in her face. Cameras flashing. He was kind, humble, and he refused payment. That's the kind of integrity you can't buy. Lucas stood there, wooden spoon in hand, mouth open. Mia tugged his sleeve. Daddy, that's the lady from this morning. Yeah, kiddo, it is. She's famous. Seems like it. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't know. Mia's eyes went wide. You saved the CEO. That's so cool. Lucas turned off the TV, went back to cooking, but his mind was racing. Isabella Sterling, one of the richest women in the state, known for buying out companies, building empires, crushing competitors, and he just yelled at her, throwing her money back in her face. He laughed, couldn't help it. Well, that's my luck. Mia climbed onto a chair. Do you think she'll come back? I doubt it, honey. I hope she does. I liked her. Lucas ruffled her hair. You like everyone. Not everyone, just people who are nice. And she seemed nice under all the fancy stuff. Lucas smiled, his daughter always seeing the good in people. Maybe she was right. Maybe Isabella wasn't just a cold businesswoman. Maybe she was something more. But he'd never know. People like her didn't come back to neighborhoods like this. That chapter was closed, or so he thought. Type respect if you believe dignity can't be bought. 3 days passed. Lucas tried to forget about Isabella Sterling. He had work to do, bills to pay, a daughter to raise, but the universe had other plans. He was at Mia's school fixing a burst pipe in the teacher's lounge. His hands were dirty, grease on his shirt. Just another day. Then he heard it. A car engine, smooth, expensive, purring like a predator. He looked up. A black luxury sedan pulled into the parking lot. Tinted windows, chrome details. The kind of car that didn't belong in this neighborhood. The door opened. Out stepped Isabella Sterling. White business suit, heels clicking on pavement, sunglasses covering her eyes. She walked straight toward him. Parents stopped talking. Teachers stared. Everyone watched. Lucas stood up, wiped his hands on a rag, leaving grease streaks. "Can I help you?" She removed her sunglasses, looked directly at him. "Mr. Bennett, we need to talk." He sighed. "If it's about the money again," "It's not." Her voice was firm. "It's about the truth." She pulled out her phone, turned it toward him. Security footage, grainy, time-stamped. It showed Lucas carrying her from the burning car. His face was clear, determined, heroic. "You saved my life. I didn't even thank you properly." Lucas shrugged. "You already did by walking away." She flinched just slightly. That was cold. So was treating kindness like a business deal. Silence stretched between them, tense, heavy. Then Isabella looked past him, saw Mia playing on the playground, laughing with friends. "She's your daughter." "My whole world." Isabella watched Mia for a moment. Something in her expression softened. "She's lucky to have you." "I'm lucky to have her." Isabella stepped closer, lowered her voice. "Lucas, I came here to apologize, and to make something right. You don't owe me anything. Maybe not, but I want to do this anyway." She pulled an envelope from her bag, opened it. Inside was a legal document. Lucas recognized the letterhead, his landlord's property management company. "What is this?" "I own the building you rent. As of yesterday, I bought it outright." His stomach dropped. "You what?" "And as of this morning, your lease is paid off. The house is yours, free and clear." Lucas stepped back. His head spun. "You think kindness is a debt to be repaid? I don't want this." "It's not about debt." Her eyes held his, steady, sincere. "It's about starting something better." "Better for who? Your conscience?" She didn't blink. "For people like you who do the right thing and get nothing in return." "I got something. I got to sleep knowing I helped someone." "That's enough." "Is it?" She gestured around. "Is this enough? Working yourself to the bone, struggling every month. You deserve more. I don't need saving." "Everyone needs saving sometimes." Her voice cracked just a little. "Even me." Lucas paused. He saw something in her eyes. Vulnerability. Pain. This wasn't just about him. "What happened to you?" Isabella looked away. "I grew up poor. Foster care. Group homes. I clawed my way to the top. And somewhere along the way, I forgot what it felt like to be helpless. Until the crash." She smiled sadly. "You reminded me that money can't buy character. It can't buy courage, and it definitely can't buy the kind of man who saves a stranger in a storm." Lucas felt his anger melting slowly. "So what now?" "Now I do something I should have done from the start." She handed him another document. "I'm launching a fund for single parents, specifically single fathers like you. Financial support, job training, childcare assistance." Lucas scanned the paper. His eyes widened. "The Bennett Initiative. I used your name. I hope that's okay. You named a foundation after me. It represents the only kind of strength I respect. Quiet, honest, human." He stared at the document, his name in bold letters connected to something bigger than himself. "I don't know what to say." "Say you'll be part of it. Say you'll help me identify families who need support. You know this community better than I ever could. You want me to work with you? I want you to guide me, keep me honest. Make sure this actually helps people, not just my reputation." Lucas looked at Mia, still playing, innocent, happy. He thought about all the nights he'd stayed up worrying about rent, about food, about whether he was enough. If I do this, we do it my way. No PR stunts, no photo ops, just real help for real people. Isabella extended her hand. Deal. He shook it. Her grip was firm, confident, equal. Then she smiled, mischievous. Oh, and one more thing. What? I still have your shirt. Lucas laughed, actually laughed. Keep it. It looks better on you anyway. A crowd had formed. Parents, teachers, someone had their phone out recording. A reporter pushed forward. Local news. Ms. Sterling, are you two together? Isabella glanced at Lucas. Her eyes sparkled. Not yet, but he did lend me his favorite shirt. The crowd erupted in laughter, whispers, speculation. Lucas shook his head, grinning despite himself. You're impossible. I prefer determined. Mia ran over, breathless, excited. Daddy, is that the lady from TV? Yes, sweetheart, it is. Mia looked up at Isabella. Are you going to help my daddy? Isabella knelt down eye level. I'm going to try. Is that okay with you? Only if you're nice to him. He's the best daddy in the world. I can see that. Isabella's voice was soft, genuine. I promise I'll be nice. Mia hugged her, sudden, spontaneous. Isabella froze. Then slowly, carefully, she hugged back. When Mia ran back to her friends, Isabella stood. Her eyes were wet. She's incredible. She's my reason for everything. Isabella nodded. Then let's make sure her daddy doesn't have to struggle anymore. As she walked back to her car, she turned one last time. I'll send the paperwork this week. And Lucas? Yeah? Thank you for reminding me why I started this company in the first place. Why is that? To help people who helped me when I had nothing. She drove away. Lucas stood there, document in hand, heart pounding, life-changing. Mia tugged his sleeve. Daddy, is she your girlfriend now? No, honey, she's complicated. I think she likes you. Yeah, he smiled. What makes you say that? Because she looks at you the way you look at pancakes. Lucas burst out laughing. Like I want to eat her? Like she makes you happy. He picked her up, spun her around. You're too smart for your own good. Maybe Mia was right. Maybe something was starting. Something unexpected. Something real. Time would tell. 1 month later. Downtown Convention Center. Press everywhere. Cameras, reporters, influencers. The launch event for the Bennett Initiative. Lucas stood backstage, uncomfortable in a borrowed suit, tie too tight, shoes too shiny. This wasn't his world. Mia sat beside him, pretty dress, her hair in neat braids. She swung her legs excitedly. Daddy, are you famous now? No, baby, I'm just here. But they named it after you. That doesn't make me famous. Just lucky. A production assistant approached. Mr. Bennett, you're on in 5. His stomach flipped. I thought I was just attending. Ms. Sterling wants you on stage. Didn't she tell you? No, she definitely didn't tell me. Mia giggled. You're going to be on TV, Daddy. Thanks for the reminder. The lights dimmed. Music played. The crowd quieted. Isabella walked on stage, confident, powerful. She owned the room instantly. Good evening. Thank you all for coming. Tonight we launched something special, something personal. The Bennett Initiative. Applause filled the hall. Cameras flashed. This fund exists because of one man, a single father who saved my life and asked for nothing in return. A man who showed me that true strength isn't measured in dollars. It's measured in character. She looked toward the wings, directly at Lucas. Lucas Bennett, please join me. His heart stopped. Mia pushed him. Go, Daddy. He walked on stage, legs shaking, lights blinding. The crowd erupted in applause. Isabella handed him a microphone. Say something. He stared at her. You didn't warn me. I wanted it to be genuine. She smiled. Speak from the heart. Lucas turned to the audience. Hundreds of faces all watching, waiting. He cleared his throat. I'm not good at speeches. I'm a handyman. I fix pipes. I change light bulbs. That's what I do. He paused, gathered his thoughts. But being a single father taught me something. You don't need money to be rich. You need people who believe in you. You need moments that remind you why you keep going. His voice steadied. That night in the storm, I didn't save Isabella because I wanted recognition. I saved her because it was right. And somehow, that one moment changed everything. He looked at Isabella. She could have forgotten about me, moved on with her life, but she didn't. She came back. She listened. She cared. That's rare. The audience was silent, hanging on every word. This fund isn't about me. It's about every parent out there doing their best. Every dad working 2 jobs. Every mom stretching every dollar. Every person who feels invisible. His voice grew stronger. You're not invisible. You matter. And now you have support. Real support. The crowd stood. Applause thundered through the hall. Lucas stepped back, overwhelmed. Isabella took his hand, squeezed it. Perfect. After the event, they stood in a quiet hallway. Mia asleep on a lobby couch nearby. Isabella pulled out a small box. I got you something. You've given me enough. Just open it. Inside was a pen, engraved. The inscription read, "For the man who didn't sell his kindness." Lucas's throat tightened. You didn't have to do this. I know, but I wanted to. She stepped closer. You changed my life, Lucas. You changed mine too. They stood there close. The air between them charged, electric. I still have your shirt, she whispered. I know. I saw you wearing it in the article last week. She laughed softly. It's my favorite now. Mine too, even though you're wearing it. Especially because I'm wearing it. She smiled, genuine, warm. You're full of surprises, Lucas Bennett. So are you, Isabella Sterling. Behind them, someone coughed, a photographer. One photo for the website? They stood together, professional, but their hands touched, just barely. The camera flashed, capturing something neither of them expected, the beginning of something real. 1 year later, a small storefront opened. The sign read Bennett Mechanics, in partnership with the Sterling Foundation. Lucas wiped grease from his hands. His shop, small but clean, organized, everything he'd worked for. The bell chimed. Isabella walked in. White shirt, his shirt, jeans, hair down, relaxed, beautiful. Still fits, she said. He grinned. Still stealing my clothes? Borrowing, sure. She laughed, walked around, touched his tools. This place is perfect. It's small. It's honest. Like you. Mia burst through the back door. Isabella, I got the STEM scholarship. Full ride. Isabella's face glowed. That's incredible. I'm so proud. Mia hugged her tight. Lucas watched them. His daughter. This woman. Family. Mia disappeared to do homework. The shop went quiet. Isabella turned to Lucas, nervous, vulnerable. I have something for you. Another gift. Just open it tomorrow. Promise? She handed him an envelope, cream-colored, sealed. What is it? A question I'm scared to ask. His heart pounded. You? Scared? Terrified. She touched his face. You make me feel things I forgot I could feel. Like what? Like I'm home. Lucas pulled her close. You are home. They kissed. Soft, deep. A year of friendship becoming love. She pulled back, smiled. Open it tomorrow. Why not now? Because I want you to really think about it. She left. Lucas stood alone, envelope burning in his hand. That night he couldn't sleep. Morning came slowly. He opened it. A card, handwritten. Lucas, you saved my life in a storm. But you did more. You saved me from becoming someone I hated. You reminded me that kindness is the greatest currency. That honor matters more than wealth. That love is built on respect, not transaction. I'm not asking because I owe you. I'm asking because I can't imagine life without you, without Mia, without the man who threw my money back and taught me what integrity means. Will you marry me? The second page was an invitation, already printed. The wedding of Isabella Sterling and Lucas Bennett. Lucas's hand shook. Tears fell. He laughed and cried at once. Mia appeared. Daddy, why are you crying? Because something impossible just became real. Is Isabella going to be my mom? He picked her up. Would you like that more than anything? Yes. Then yes, she's going to be your mom. Mia screamed with joy. They danced in the kitchen. Life was changing again, but this time it felt right. 6 months later. Small ceremony, close friends. Mia stood between them, white dress, her braids adorned with small flowers, holding their hands. The officiant spoke. "Do you, Lucas?" "I do." "I didn't finish." "I don't need you to, I do." Laughter filled the room. Isabella smiled, eager. "I've waited long enough." "Do you, Isabella?" "I do, forever." They kissed early, before permission. They didn't care. At the reception, Lucas gave her a small box. Inside was a key. "What's this?" "The key to my truck. The one from that night. I restored it. It's yours." She stared at it. "You kept it?" "Some things are worth keeping. Like us. Especially us." They danced. Mia joined them. The three swayed together. A family forged in a storm, built on honor, sealed with love. Isabella whispered, "Sometimes kindness saves a life." Lucas added, "Sometimes it saves two." Mia finished, "Sometimes three." They held each other as the sun set, orange and gold sky. The camera pulled back. Music swelled. Their story ended, but their life together was just beginning. Sometimes kindness saves a life. Sometimes it saves two. Subscribe if you believe love begins where kindness is free.